Hello everybody, it is Sunday the 27th of January, and I just want to say, could humanity please get angry? Please. It is time that we used our energies correctly. And I've just been listening yesterday again to the Inspired channel, and going on about Hawkins' scale, and I really wish we would get out of that bloody bullshit. Yeah? That if you are in what they deem like the negative emotions, that you're unconscious. You're not. You're full unconscious. Trust me. It is denying ourselves. It is denying what we are. We have a range of emotions that goes from, yes, joy down to fear. And yes, when you are in fear or in anger, you are contracting. Absolutely you are. Maybe you should be contracting at that moment. And to say that you are unconscious if you are in the lower emotions, what they call the lower emotions, they're not. That is not true. That is not true. So first of all, there is no negative emotions. They are not negative. They point to something negative. They are a reaction to something negative. It's not the emotion itself that is negative. Yeah, you are shooting the messenger. So, fear will point to danger. Anger points to injustice. Sadness points to loss. So, and, trust your instincts or trust your energy body that is bringing you these feelings. Especially if it is reinforced by your rational mind. So right now, look at what is going on. Your rational mind is telling you, they're coming up against you. And your emotional body is giving you anger. That is the energy that you need at that moment in time. And that is not you being unconscious. That is you being full unconscious. That is the two coming together in agreement. And you're being given the energy to do something about it. And that energy is anger. And that is the energy, that is your servant at that moment, at a point of injustice. Anger is your servant. Yeah? And omnis does not serve you at that moment, especially not if there's not repentance on the other side. For compassion to work, there must be a willingness for change, a desire for change on the other side. That which you are being compassionate to needs to be in a state that it wants to change, that it wants to correct itself. Then your compassion will work, and it can give fully. And if there is repentance on the other side, yes, you should forgive. Absolutely you should. And you should give in compassion at that moment. But if there is no repentance on the other side, your compassion is bouncing itself off a brick wall. You are using the completely wrong energy and you're running yourself ragged. You're emptying yourself out of energy, using the wrong one in the wrong situation. And that is what they're doing to you. That is what they're doing to you by this teaching. That there is good and bad in you. It's all good. It's all good. It's all being given to serve in the right situation. And it's this thing about love. What is love? Oh, love is giving, forgiving. No, it's not. It's what Jesus said. It is the will of the Father that all shall be saved. And love will do whatever is necessary to do what is needed to save at that moment. Yeah, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. The Lord expands and the Lord contracts. And in order to save, it's not always giving. Sometimes you have to take away. Sometimes you have to take away in order to save. And that is also love. That is tough love. But it's also love. And you're being given the strength to do that. To do whatever is necessary at that moment. And that's your emotions. That is the energy that you've been given. And as I said, if your rational mind and your energies come together in agreement, then that is where you should go, because that is who you are. So, I mean, what are we doing at the moment? Yeah? So, we have all these things going belly up, and then we say, well, give in compassion. Give in compassion, be light, be wonderful. And what? The Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and the Gateses, they suddenly will combust into spontaneous repentance? Do you think that's what's going to happen? It's not. For starters, they would view that as weakness. And it is weakness, because you're using the wrong energy at the wrong time. They're laughing at you. Now, the other thing that happens is that if you suppress your anger or just, yeah, it is suppressing your anger. Go on. It's not going away. It's still inside of you. It's either doing damage inside of yourself, making you sick. And what the rest of it will build up like water behind the dam. And at one point, the dam will burst. It will. Because that is who we are. That is how we function. And that is what they know. Because right now, they are driving our dams to bursting. And they're doing it deliberately. Because anger, again, it's a scale. It goes from feeling slightly annoyed to full-on wrath. And wrath is a dumb beast. So the stronger the emotion gets, the less the rational mind is there. So if we are being driven to bursting point, and our wrath will go out, and we will tear this thing down. Yeah, they're not going to tear it down. They're waiting for us to do it, so that they can come in as the shining saviors and saving us from ourselves, because we are such dumb beasts, which we will be at that moment. But we don't have to become that. If we use our energies at the moment to solve the problem at the moment, and not let it build up until everything goes downhill. But that's what they're waiting for. Because they know that is who we are. That is how we function. That is the reality of us. And they're driving us to that point. So, can we please become just angry whilst our rational minds are still functioning and we're not overcome by that emotion? And can we say that at this moment in time, if you say that anger points to injustice, that at this moment in time our anger is justified. It is righteous. It is morally justifiable that we should be angry. It is the energy that will serve us now. Yeah, and it's, as I say, it's not a bad energy. Everything is being given to serve. What is bad is what is happening. That is what is bad, not our reaction to it. Yet don't place the blame inside of yourself, inside of your anger. Or blame your anger. It's not your anger that is to blame, it's what's happening that you're reacting to that is to blame. There is the fault, not in you. Anyway, I think I leave it at this. It's just understanding ourselves. Stop doing away with half of yourself. Yeah? Okay, we we feel that the energies of joy and stuff are lighter because we like being in them. Yeah, we like being in them. And no, being in anger and being in fear does not feel good. It's heavy. It's not nice. But then don't do away with the way that you feel. Do away with that makes you feel that way. That's where the blame is. And then use the energy that you need to lose. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. The Lord expands and the Lord contracts. Love is not always giving. Sometimes love has to take away. And then let's be human beings in our entirety without beating ourselves up about one thing or another, and do what needs to be done. Be ourselves. And if your rational thought knows something is wrong, and your anger gives the energy to it, then that is you being full unconscious. That is your two sides having come together, being one, the thought and the energy. And then do what needs to be done. We really need to become angry. Anyway, I leave it at that for today, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.